You are listening to Small Business Straight Talk with your host, Amber De La Garza. Amber is a sought-after coach, trainer, speaker, and writer who gives small business owners the straight talk on productivity, time management, business systems, leading your teams, strategic decision-making, and mindset. No BS, fluff, or overused jargon. Just actionable strategies to get results and succeed in business. And here is your host, Amber De La Garza, the Productivity Specialist.
Welcome, and thank you for listening to the Small Business Straight Talk podcast. Today is episode 312, How to Create Time to Work on Your Business. If you're a business owner who wants to learn effective business strategies, improve time management, and elevate productivity to maximize profit, reduce stress, and make time for what matters most, then you're in the right place, and I'm so glad you've joined me. Today, we're going to be diving into the topic of creating time to work on your business so you can stop spending so much time working in your business and instead invest your time in the activities that will grow it. Before we dive in, I just have a question for you. Have you thought of reaching out and asking for additional support? Have you been a long-time listener and thought, what would it be like to work with Amber? Well, here's your sign. If you're thinking of hiring a coach, now is the time to be talking with me. Don't wait. It's just a conversation, no obligation, but it is a conversation that will potentially get you on the quickest path to improving your time management and elevating your productivity so you can be a better business owner and enjoy your success. Whether one-on-one private coaching or my group coaching program, head on over to amberdelagarza.com/call to schedule a discovery call today. And now, let's get to the straight talk. I'm going to take you way back in time, around the years of 2005, 2006, 2007, because I want to share with you how I became the productivity specialist. You know, you don't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to be the productivity specialist. I'm going to specialize with working with small business owners, specifically around productivity and time management. That doesn't happen overnight. And when I think back to the things that had a big impact on me making this huge life and career decision, I got to take you back to when I did business coaching, specifically for the top 2% of real estate sales executives. And I loved it. That was my first taste of coaching. That's where I was trained in coaching. I had a background in real estate, so it made sense to move up into being a business coach in the real estate industry. I absolutely fell in love with it. But I had a huge challenge. And when I was coaching my clients on business systems, how to leverage their teams, how to take their business to the next level, I had a problem. And that problem is that we were not getting the results that I thought were possible. And it wasn't because the business systems didn't work. It wasn't because the strategies didn't work. It wasn't because they weren't talented or successful. It really boiled down to one thing. And I kept hearing it in different variations, but pretty much it boiled down to, I am so busy working in my business, I have no time to work on my business. I know the strategy is going to help me. I want to work on my business. I want to take it to the next level. I can envision what's possible with my business, but I'm literally out of time. I have no time to commit to implementing these strategies. I have no time to commit to training my team, hiring my team members. I am just busy putting out fires and working in my business. And that was the seed. I asked myself, how did they become, in all accounts, and I'm putting air quotes, successful? They were top of their game, top of their industry in their marketplace, high income, successful, but they plateaued. What got them there was not going to get them to that next level. And so many of them have plateaued in growth, in taking that next step in the business because of one constraint. They didn't have the time to work on their business. And at that time, I was so challenged with why is that possible? If this is important to them, if they had time to build their business up to this point, why am I hearing the same thing? Why, when I check in with them about homework, is it the similar reasons and excuses? Well, that set me on this whole pursuit about finding out what it takes to create the time to work on your business. This pursuit about time management and productivity so that you're not in a constant state of overwhelm, so that whatever your goals are, both in your business or personal, that time or lack thereof is not the reason why you're not reaching them. You see, they had these resources at their fingertips. It wasn't that they were missing the knowledge, the accountability, the support, the strategy. It was that they were missing the time to be able to apply that knowledge, to apply those strategies. And that was the seed that was planted for me to start my business many, many years later. When I had my son in 2010, I had all intentions of going back to what was then my corporate job. I wasn't doing business coaching at that time. I had gone into a different position. And I took my maternity, I took my vacation, and a few weeks before I was supposed to go back, I asked for a meeting. And I asked for the meeting with COO of the company. And I had to tell him that I had made a huge life decision, and that was that I was not going back. I had spent this time with my son. I had changed as a mom, as a woman. My goals and my ambitions to climb the corporate ladder switched in an instant. And I knew that I wanted to stay at home and raise my son, but I also knew that I had this idea in me that I wanted to start a business. And this part isn't as relevant to where we're going in today's episode, but I have to tell you that when I've had past episodes that talk about what is your vision of success, ensuring that your personal goals and your business goals aren't at conflict with each other, this right here is a good example of that. And I lived that out back in 2010, 2011, and 2012. I had this dream. I had this vision for what my future looked like of creating this business as a business coach around time management, efficiency, and productivity. But I also knew what I wanted as the first years of raising my son. And so for me, I knew that if I went down this path of building this business from scratch, it would be all consuming. It would be my primary focus. Because as I've mentioned in previous episodes, I'm like a dog with a bone. Once I have a goal, I am not letting go of it. So as I've learned that about myself, it's been incredibly important to make sure that I have the right bone in my mouth because I'm not going to let it go. And what I'm trying to say here is that I knew I was going to start a business, but I purposely told myself that I can learn, I can research how to start a business, I can learn everything there was possibly to consume around productivity and time management and working with small business owners. But I was not going to start my business until my son was 2. Because my primary goal was my personal goal of being a present, stay-at-home mom for the first 2 years. That was a personal choice, and it's one that I do not regret. So my business actually launched on May 15th, 2012, on my son's 2nd birthday. And from that point forward, it was the inevitable balance of being a mom and a business owner and a wife and all the other hats that we all wear in our lives. But that's when the business was created. And it was because I held on to that experience back in 2005, 2006, 2007, when I was coaching. And it literally would bring tears to my eyes thinking, they're so close. Like there's just this missing piece And so during those 2 years when I was raising my son and not yet starting my business, I was on this huge pursuit to answer this question. Is time management a skill set that can be learned? Can you learn the skill set of being more productive? Or was it just some people have it and some people don't? It's a gene, it's situational, it's environmental. And the answer was resounding, yes, people can learn this skill set. They can learn to think this way. They can learn to make decisions that way. They can learn the habits and the behaviors to manage their time. And that was such great news because then, as I saw it, becoming a coach was that I was here to just join paths and partner with my clients to teach them that skill set, to teach them how to think about their time and the decisions they make with where they're investing their time, helping them identify what are the things that are going to make the biggest impact in their business and life. And well, obviously so much more. But that all seeded from the main problem that I see today with nearly all of my clients when they come start to work with me is I don't have time to work on my business. All right, so that brings me to our topic for the day. Why I think it's important to create time to work on your business. You did not create or build the business you have right now without working on it. Working on it is what got your business up and running in the first place. Working on the business is what has gotten you to where you're at right now. The revenue you have, the profitability you have, the clients you serve, and the team you lead. However, if you find yourself plateauing in revenue or profit or the number of clients you can serve or the number of products you can sell, your team feels like a burden and not a blessing, or you're simply stressed out with recurring challenges and or fires in your business that you put out day after day after day, then it is time to work on your business to get your business to the next level. Now, I'm going to be covering a lot in today's episode, but if you want to take a short 3-minute quiz that will tell you where to focus your time, energy, and attention on your biggest challenges to get your business to the next level, then I highly recommend and invite you to take my Next Level Business Owner quiz. You can take that quiz by heading on over to amberdelagarza.com/quiz. In 3 minutes, I will ask you specific questions. It is going to tell you what is your biggest challenge holding you back from taking your business to the next level. And then you are going to get a personalized playlist of the podcast with specific episodes that have solutions to those challenges so that you can apply those and make that difference in your business. So do not miss out on taking this quiz. Head on over to amberdelagarza.com/quiz. Now let's get back. Not all actions are created equal. Some tasks and projects have a bigger impact on propelling you towards your goals. Other tasks and projects just keep you busy and distracted from what is most important. When I talk about working on your business, I'm talking about your high-value activities, the ones that solve a problem or a sticking point in the business that is preventing your business from going to that next level, or the activities that quite simply grow the business. That can mean you need to identify the problem, strategy, and implement the solution. Hire or contract with an expert, acquire a new skill set, lead your team, or you just need the time to put your head down and do the work to grow your business. What I'm not talking about when I refer to working on your business is being reactive to what's happening each day, putting out fires, checking off random low-value tasks, completing unnecessary tasks that should be done by someone else, or using your inbox as your to-do list. Speaking of your inbox, if you are using it as your to-do list, then I think you might love my masterclass, you can get my Conquer Your Email Masterclass by heading on over to amberdelagarza.com/conquer your email. We'll have links to everything in the show notes wherever you're listening to this podcast, as well as at amberdelagarza.com/312. This masterclass is on demand. It is literally life-changing and business-changing just based on the feedback I have gotten from hundreds and hundreds of business owners who have gone through it. It is a simple protocol on how to not only conquer your email coming in at you, but how to handle a huge backlog of emails in your inbox. Whether you have hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of emails, this masterclass will help you solve that. Now, the difference of working on your business and in your business is, are you working on tasks and projects that fill your time or solve an immediate problem? Or are you working on creating assets that will serve your business far into the future and make long-term positive changes in the business? Another way to say it is, when your head hits the pillow at night after working hard all day, are you feeling exhausted and defeated, or exhausted and fulfilled by what you accomplished that day? I'm guessing you want more days like that, more days where you hit the pillow, maybe exhausted, but most definitely fulfilled by the work you did. Now, the idea of making the time, having the time to work on your business sounds like that should just be a simple solution, right? Go schedule 4 hours a day to work on your business. Go block out that time for all your high value activities that move the needle forward and get to it. Right. Well, it is not that simple. And honestly, you know that because you've tried that, you've done that, and you wonder why it's not as simple as just putting that time on your calendar. And honestly, whether I am asking you for 4 hours a day or even 30 minutes a day, the reasons you can't hold that time sacred and show up for it are usually the same. You're mismanaging your time. Let's dive into some of the reasons why you may currently feel like you have little to no time to work on your business. Perhaps you lack clarity on your high-value activities. You know, the ones that have the biggest impact and move the needle forward. Do you actually know what those are? Or perhaps you schedule the time and always find a way not to show up for yourself or your business because of self-sabotage. Or you get immediate satisfaction from being busy, problem-solving, but only to feel guilty later because you weren't actually being productive and doing the tasks and activities that you intended to do. Perhaps you lack self-care, staying hydrated, healthy habits, or not getting enough sleep, and they are affecting your ability to focus and show up your best during those times set aside to work on your business. Your time may be wasted away because you find it difficult to focus or manage distractions and interruptions effectively. You have good intentions, but you get stuck in your inbox and let others dictate how you spend your day. You don't prioritize high-value activities and instead choose to busy yourself with the easy wins, the low-value tasks that seem simple, that might need to get done, but they don't need to get done now. You simply don't have the capacity because you say yes to too many things, or people, ideas, clients, projects, activities, business strategies. You get the point. You're saying yes too much, and you do not have the capacity to show up for yourself in your business. You're wasting time working inefficiently because you lack business systems or are simply disorganized. You take a passive approach by not planning your day. You do not have the support you need to run the business because you are holding on to too much. You're not delegating, not hiring, not firing when needed. You're not holding regularly scheduled meetings to address questions, concerns, and assignments. You're not investing in your team with training, clear communication, and accountability. Additionally, as your business has become more successful, you might have pushed out time to work on your business because you've gotten so stuck in running your business. More clients means more administrative tasks. More clients means more problems. More clients means more work and less time to work on your business. When you don't have time to work on your business, it's like you're stuck at the starting line of a race. You might have the right mindset, the right business strategies, the right skill sets, the right experience, and the right capital. But if you can't create the time to work on your business, none of those things matter because you'll never get off the starting line. You'll be stuck there while your business friends and competitors take off towards the finish line. Now, I have to be really honest with you. I just covered a lot of different reasons why simply committing the time, putting the time on your calendar, saying you're going to work on your business is not working. And so as a result, it's not one solution. There is not one solution, just like there's not one single reason you don't have time to work on your business. So, where do you start? I'm glad you asked. When you're redlining, stuck in gridlock, and can't seem to find the time to grow your business, to work on your business, ask yourself, where will I get the biggest leverage and make the biggest impact? And start there. And I have to tell you, don't get stuck thinking you're going to make the wrong decision. Just make a decision. Move in that direction. And if you can see that you're not getting the biggest leverage, you're not making the biggest impact, you can choose something else. But I often find business owners saying, well, it could be this, it could be that. Everything seems like a problem or a fire. I don't know where to start. Just start. Working on your business takes mental capacity, time, resources. And what you need to do is reclaim time to invest into other solutions or growth strategies. It takes time to make time. So in what area will you get the most immediate ROI? What can you solve or work on in the business that will get you more time back? Where will little tweaks get you huge benefits of reclaimed time? Once you determine that, you can then reclaim that time and invest it into other solutions of working on your business. With my clients, I am always looking for the thing that if I pull on that particular string and focus on that challenge, it will make other things easier to solve. I'm always asking, where can we reclaim time, even if it's a little bit, even if it's 15 minutes a day compounded over a week, that time can then be reinvested into another strategy that will reclaim more time, create more leverage, and give you the ability to work on your business more. If you want an easy way to decide where to start first, take 3 minutes. 3 quick minutes and go take my next level business owner quiz. You can do that by heading on over to amberdelagarza.com/quiz. Your results will tell you where in your business you are most challenged at, and that is holding you back from taking your business to that next level. And you will also get resources to help you solve those challenges. That will get you started on the right path. And if you want more support, then head on over to amberdelagarza.com to see how we could work together. I have one-on-one coaching options as well as group coaching options that will help you get the advice, the coaching, the accountability that you need to create more time to work on your business. CEOs of big, successful businesses don't work a majority of their time, if any of their time, in the business. It is their job to work on the business, and lead the team to a common goal. You, as a business owner, are the CEO of your small business. But it's not realistic to believe you should only work on your business. It's also not realistic to only work in your business. It is a balance that you will need to determine based on the maturity of your business, your goals, and your unique skills that you bring to the business. Creating time to work on your business, on improving it, on growing it, on committing to uncovering what is sabotaging you from working on your business and solving for that, or making it the successful business it was meant to be, will help you achieve balance long term. I have loved having you listen to the Small Business Straight Talk podcast, and I sure hope you found today's episode to be insightful and valuable. But I need to be straight with you. No change, no change. Without taking action, nothing will change for you or your business. So based on my conversation and what I shared with you, what will you take action on? One way to take action is to focus on the thing that you know will have the biggest impact, that will give you an ROI and reclaim time so you can take that and grow your business. Or if you don't know what that one thing is, go take my Next Level Business Owner quiz. And if you would like additional support, one action you can take is certainly scheduling a discovery call to talk about ways we can work together. Now is the time. It's not going to be the next time you listen to this podcast or the next podcast you listen to. It's not going to be next week, next month. Now is the time to schedule that discovery call and just get curious about what that would look like working with a coach that specifically specializes in time management and productivity and how that partnership can take your business to the next level. You can schedule that discovery call by heading on over to amberdelagarza.com/call. If you are new here, welcome to the podcast. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss another episode. And if you've been a longtime listener, I would love it if you would share this episode with another business owner who you think would find it valuable. So that's my straight talk for today. Until next time, have a productive week.